everyone, this is Dreygen here with a new game, fairly new, still in beta. It's called Path of Exile, and it's an action RPG along the lines of Diablo, Torchlight, Titan Quest, things like that. It's going to be free to play. You can get into the closed beta for about $10 US. It features these 5 classes here. You start off on a boat, you're exiled, and you have to win your way back to the normalhood, I suppose. I don't know the whole story, but I'm just going to jump right into the game here. I'm going to pick the Templar. This is the Shadow, the Marauder, the Ranger, the Duelist, and the Witch. And the Templar is my personal favorite because he doesn't wear pants, and that's awesome. So we will name him Pants Optional, and we will get right into the game. I wish I could say this is a first reaction kind of thing, but I have played the bejesus out of this game. So, here, let me just turn this off so that you're not looking at that. And we're starting off on a deserted island. We've swum to shore. And we have a sexy little weapon for us right here. And a dying exile. Poor guy. He didn't make it very well. And then a zombie eats his face off. Bath salts, anyone? Okay, so here we go. We're going to kill this guy. And he's going to drop a skill. So the way skills work in this game is that you don't assign them really. What you do is you assign them to your gear, which has sockets in them, like gems, only you put skills in them. And then you come down here and the skills all fill in to these slots as you put points into, or as you put skills into the gem slots. So as we continue on, get some armor for me, kill some zombies, use my ability. And if you see the screen shaking a little bit when I hit something, that's going to be a critical hit. All kinds of little hidden nasties, and you can walk out quite a ways into the water as well. Also, the graphics are really good. You know, I'm not particularly impressed by Diablo in any way, shape, or form, but that's a different argument for a different video, I suppose. But I do thoroughly enjoy this game. This is probably one of my favorite ARPGs. I did play Torchlight 2 for a little bit, and while I have absolutely no complaints about that game, it did not stand out to me in any specific way. It's going to be a great game, and I'll probably end up playing it, but for now I'm going to play this because I enjoy it so much. And everything feels really hearty and meaty and squish when you hear the zombies get hit. Squish, squish. So this is pretty much the newbie area, you know, getting acquainted with the game. You're working your way to fight up to a town full of all these other exiles who are going to help you, and they have different quests of their own, and they can send you off to do random things, and you get rewards for it. And if you can see down here, this is my experience. I'm 87% to the way of a level, and I am just beating zombies until I get that, because zombies are fun to beat on. They're nice and squishy. Where's all the enemies? There's one. Arr, gotcha. Freeze you with my glacial hammer. Seem to be a little low. Okay, so now I've leveled, which means I get a passive skill point. And the way you level in this game is that you don't actually work towards usable skills. What you actually do is you assign passive points to your character. And let me show you, oh my gosh, hold on to your butts, what the passive skill tree looks like. Are you ready for this? Boom. Okay, zooming out. Look at all of this stuff. You can put points and get paths, and you can string yourself out to any of these branching circles. There's, you know, you can just go anywhere you want. And any character can take any of these skill points. The only difference in classes is where you start on this tree. As a Templar, I start here. If we come up here, we'll see the witch starts here. Moving along, this is the shadow, because he is based around dexterity and intelligence, and obviously the witch is pure intelligence. As a Templar, I am strength and intelligence. So if we keep moving down the list, this is the duelist who... No, this is the ranger who is pure dexterity. Keep on cruising, we come down to... Whoops, I passed him. Okay, this is the duelist. Now he is dexterity and strength based, so as we circle around, we come to the marauder who is pure strength. And, you know, as I said, that's only where they start. They can go in any direction on this tree they want. It's actually quite amazing the kind of things you can build. I've seen Templars with bows that do really well for themselves, just based on how they can start around here and then branch off over here into the bow section. So there's all kinds of different possibilities you can do. It's absolutely incredible. I'm going to fill in some melee damage for now, and we will go back to the action with my wooden door attached to my hand for protection, obviously. Still no pants. Still no pants. Templars do not need pants. Okay, zombie. They're called drowned here because obviously they're drowned people. They wake up, and they wake up really slow, and you can kill them before they even get to their feet, and it's amazing. Urgh. Stupid sand crab things. Ooh, okay, yeah, so also 10% of your experience is added to any skills that you have equipped, so you can level up your skills that way. That's how you get more damage on your abilities. So I just leveled up my glacial hammer to level 2, and now it does more damage, it costs more mana, and classic things like that. And if we can keep just cruising through here, killing zombies and little sand crabs. Come on, die. Pick up the sword. Anyway, maybe I won't kill everything here. This is kind of a tedious, redundant. Leave that zombie to kiss the wall. I believe I am closing in on the area boss, which is quite a fun fight, actually, for the first boss of the game. He's very interesting in what he does. Come on, I'm missing all the time. If I had some pants on, it'd be more accurate. Okay. Let me just switch my potion here. Oh, another thing about the potions is that you can use them, and they only take a set amount of charges. But as you kill things, here, let's see if I can find something to kill. It will actually refill the potions rather than actually using them up. They are static things that you can keep around, and you can find new ones. They get bigger, they get better, and they can actually be magical. You can use magical potions of replenishment, and there's actually all kinds of resistance potions that you can take and things like that. Okay, here he is, Hillock. He's like a big nasty zombie with swords poked through him, and if you once you get him down to a certain amount of health, he will actually pull one of those swords out of his body, and he will begin to attack you with the sword that has been jammed through his body. It's pretty amazing. Once you get him down to about half, there he goes, pulled it right out of there. And now he wants to kill me with his sword. It's his sword now, I guess. He owns it. Ooh, I froze him. Cool. Alright, see, he dropped all his loot. Dropped a glass shank for me. That's not really something I'm going to be too incredibly interested in using. Okay, pick up all the bows. He dropped a lot of bows for a big dumb guy. And I am going to be heading into town. This is your first hub. The game only has 2 acts for now. There are more planned. I think there are 3 planned by the time open beta hits. And they're going to be planning about 50 more skills into the game. I'm not too active on the forums. I don't know a whole lot. So here's all your, classic dialogue quests. Yay, you win. Hello, I don't trust you. What are you doing here? And this guy gives you a reward for getting here, and it's interesting because since I am strength and intelligence, he gives me different types of gems. I have a blue gem for intelligence, red gem for strength, and the green is dexterity. So you have to find the gear that is appropriate for what you want in your stuff. So I do have a blue slot on my scepter, thank goodness. And I am going to put a fireball in there. No, you know what? I think I'm going to put an ice nova in there, and that way I can blast people away when they get close to me. And I think I'm going to leave it there for today. I might continue this character, making videos with them and showing you how the game works, but I might not. If we just kind of pop out here, I'll show you my new skill. You can actually assign a skill to your middle mouse button, which I thought was kind of interesting. So you just hit the middle mouse button, and there's my new spell, my Ice Nova. And so I'm all iced out right now with Ice Nova and my Glacial Hammer. And no pants. I cannot stress enough. No pants. So hardcore. Alright. That's gonna do it for me. Pieces. Okay, I was just kidding. I forgot one thing to mention that is different from most other ARPGs in that you don't have a gold system. You don't have money. There's no currency in the game. Basically what you do is you barter with people. And the way you do that is you just, I'm going to come up to Tarkley here because he's cool. I don't know why I like him, but I do. And you hit sell items. So you have your inventory here full of stuff. So you sell it. So, well, I'm not going to sell that. And you sell it, and you sell it, and you sell it, and you sell it, and you sell it. And what he's doing is he's basically giving me like scrolls of identify and, little fragments of things. And there's all kinds of little different orbs and stuff. I can get into that a little bit later in another video. But basically, so yeah, this is basically kind of the currency. The scrolls of wisdom will identify items for you, or you can use them to buy things. So right here is I identify this, and it becomes something I don't want. But, you can see, and then sell it back to him, and you get little shards of things that turn into orbs. And there's a whole bunch of stuff. There's a stash, 4 pages of stash to start out with. And there's all kinds of little orbs that can like reroll items, enhance items, change items around. And here's a bunch of flasks. And okay, so that's basically all I wanted to show you was the barter system. So pieces for real this time, I promise.